this is Manuga Studio.
International.
I just want to find out how it's moving. What are your impressions at this stage of the occasion?
Well, I think I'm getting more, called Dr. T.
I think I have to take it away from this place. It's very loud.
So, Dr. Kalisto Sakuma, working in the Department of Gastroenterology in Marine Hospital in Botrom.
So, it's a pleasure, Doctor. On the occasion of the SHESA Jubilee 5th anniversary, we are here gathered at the Kruger Park at Essen. Yeah, what are your impressions so far? You were there since the beginning, I suppose.
You see, this is just more than SHESA. It's more like Cameroonians coming together to celebrate, socialize, feel as one. And that is what particularly touches my heart. For a moment, I actually forget exactly what is going on and just enjoy that togetherness. Yesterday we had the seminar. We had people coming from England, from Belgium, from down south, from the north. We enjoyed that moment together and I was so happy. And I think that it's thanks to SHESA that this occasion happened. And on the 5th anniversary of SHESA, it's a moment of reflection. We should actually we should go beyond this togetherness and see what we can actually make out of it. Now, we are just so happy being together. What else can we do?
What else can we do is a very good question. Yesterday at the conference, it was discussed that, or I gathered that our future lies in Africa. Do you support this notion?
Well, I strongly believe that. I'm not like getting up every morning to go to a fabric and work. I work in a hospital and I see that in my career, I can never be a better doctor than the thousands of doctors that are here. I can never be a better hospital director than the thousands of directors that are here. And I cannot open up a better praxis, consulting patients on ambulatory basis than the doctors that are here. But in Bamenda, where I come from, you don't have a place where I can refer someone to go and get a good abdominal sonography, echocardiography, recommend for a good surgery on simple things like appendicitis. But sometimes when we think of Cameroon and Africa, we only think that they need help. But I'm telling you, there are people who need certain services, but they can afford, but they don't know where to go. So those are the people that I am targeting. I believe that if I personally invest there, like a specialist in internal medicine and gastroenterology or cardiology, I will do well. Because I don't know any in Bamenda. I don't know how many in Bafoussam. Even in Yaoundé, how many of them are there? Very few. And a very important thing is not only going there to work and make money, but see that this knowledge is transferred. And with the fact that there are emerging universities in the Northwest, about 4 or 5 of them, and government universities coming in, I see a bright future. And I strongly believe the future is there.
Doctor, you have a very positive way of thinking, and I think that people like you are the ones who are supposed to be leading us tomorrow. And I pray that you continue in this notion. We'll give you all the full support. Manunga Studio will take this information and make it well known everywhere. Do you think that your colleagues are of the same opinion too?
You see, that is what fascinates me, especially for those that are in Germany. When I talk to a lot of them, I listen to the same thing. They face the same problems that I face. They go through the same challenges that I face. But a lot of them need to travel home a couple of times and also see for themselves. The migration out of Cameroon was different in the 80s, different in the 70s. In the 70s, they went out with scholarships. In the 80s, they went out with scholarships. In the 90s, people started going out for greener pastures, not knowing what was waiting for them out there in the diaspora. And many Cameroonians, some who are living now, are going maybe because their families can afford. And someone mentioned yesterday in the seminar that the future would be that which people will be leaving Europe and going to Cameroon for greener pastures. I agree, because they will be going back with capital, they will be going back with equipment, they will be going back with knowledge, and they will be pace setters in whatever domain they want to invest in. And I see maximum potential in all that. It's not just like tying your bags and rushing to Cameroon. Prepare yourself. Go back with knowledge, go back with capital, go back with equipment. The investment investment environment is open for everybody, and it's not yet been exploited. And those who are first will be those who will make it.
You are very right. So your advice, as I can gather, is that those who are here should gather as much information, as much knowledge as possible before going back home, so that they shall be able to transmit this to those who will not be able to come out. Because certainly not everybody will be able to come out.
That's right.
Even if everybody had the chance to come out.
Yeah, that's right. And what are we learning for? The knowledge is not for us to use and only serve in the diaspora, but this knowledge we can transfer so that it remains in our society. And you see, in Cameroon, there is so much fight for economic power, control of resources. Maybe we could make the fight another one. Fight for the monopoly of knowledge. Who are those with the best doctors in the country? Who are those with the best engineers? Who are creating the new kind of businesses run professionally the way it's run in Europe? You see, that's the new direction we should take. Because if we're all fighting over resources, we will be killing each other. But knowledge is something that you don't take one day to acquire. You spend time to attain. And I think this knowledge, no one can take away from you. Even those who hate you wouldn't take their knowledge away from you. But you can teach people, you can help people, and you can make a good living with the knowledge that you have.
Very good. It is said that if somebody is hungry and you teach this person to catch a fish, it's better than giving this person a fish for a day.
That's right.
Because if you teach him, he will know how to eat forever.
That's right.
And he might even teach others.
That's right.
But if you give him a piece of fish, he eats it and maybe it's rotten.
Yeah. And I can tell you, the good thing about investing back home is you must not buy the latest up-to-date equipment. You don't need for instance, an echocardiography equipment for 50,000. An equipment that was abandoned in the basement in the hospital 10 years ago. Because they do up-to-date medicine, they do evidence-based medicine, and they update their technology. These are equipment that are still good for Africa. You can still use them to do the basic functions, basic diagnosis that you need in the hospital. And these are the things that we should target. Because at the end of the day, it's not how technologically equipped you are, but how capable. What are you capable of doing with your fingers? What knowledge do you have?
Your senses.
Yes. And you can build out of that knowledge, expand out of it, and get even the best of the equipment if you want. But you got to start from somewhere.
Okay.
Yes.
Doctor, thank you very much. I think I would have loved to continue talking to you, but the weather is against us. It's raining, so I think we have to protect this instrument, otherwise Manunga Studio will go bankrupt. Okay.
It's my pleasure talking to Manunga Studio.
Thank you, Doctor. Manunga Studio. So as you can see, there are grilling smoke. What they are presenting here is smoke. Everything is smoke.
Everything is smoke.
It's smoke. So I don't know what people eat today. They want to eat smoke. Dr. Ndula, Dr. Ndula, a moment please. Can you please just give me just one word? What's happening here, please? How is the day?
Yeah, I mean the day is quite nice, quite amusing. The weather almost disgraced us, but with time, as people came, the place was very animated. Yeah, we had much foods and steaks to eat. Many children around playing. I mean, it was a very nice atmosphere, and it just went on to add to the nice deliberations we had yesterday, which was very successful as far as I'm concerned. And I'm quite confident tomorrow by the match. I mean, with many people, by the Otsuk, the football tournament, it will be more interesting than today. Well, with less food, and less drinks, but much interesting.
But thank you very much, Dr. Ndula.
Welcome.
Yeah, so this is Dr. Ndula Thomas from Babungo.
Matoiba.
No, at the junction.
Babungo between 3 corner Babungo and Market Square.
Okay, exactly. On the way to Banso?
Yes.
Well, thank you, doctor.
Don't make any check. Anyone be like
Any man where he wash, where before he come, was go back and wash again because they smoke too much.
What's the problem with smoke?
I don't have problem with smoke. I simply mean I say any man wash before he come, was go back.
What is your name?
I don't have problem with smoke.
What is your name?
My name is Awa Jera.
Our general, I don't about small. I say, come on, so how?
I don't have problem with smoke. I say mean I say any man he hate smoke, he must go wash.
Okay. That fish, I hope that's done.
Have you done?
No, they just turn am.
You just tell them.
They just turn am. They don't chop raw fish. They just turn am.
How you gonna say one time for themselves?
You know we have the turn am.
Okay, now what is that
Raw fish dey crash.
Fish crash.
No, fish they crash, but me they wait me done.
You know what done?
Never done.
Fish is going to wet. Now I don't how. A fish, how do I done? Fish. No, fish. I see when I want wonderful. That fish, when I was strong, eh? That fish, when I was strong. Oh, that's the cameraman from Manoga Studio. Yeah, Scott, how are you?
I'm very fine.
So how is the day? You've been filming all this while and now I have the opportunity to catch you. So what have you got to say to tell the Manoga Studio audience? How is it like?
I would like to tell them to keep. I would like to tell them to keep trusting Manoga Studio. Yeah, we keep broadcasting such occasions, and we always have this available on YouTube.
Thank you very much. It's very loud. I don't know if you heard it. We'll come over to you. So this is a young SHESA. So, what is thy name? What's your name?
Simon.
Simon. Yeah, Simon who? What's your name? Simon. Simon what?
Simon Gasa.
Ah, Gasa. And this is a bigger SHESA.
Yes.
Yes. So,
I'm his elder brother.
and who are you?
I'm called Joel Asongwe.
So, Joel, how are you?
I'm doing very fine.
I think you're the same guy who is the treasurer of SHESA Germany.
Yes, I'm the treasurer of SHESA
So
Germany.
now, can you please tell our audience what you guys have been doing all day? We have a very good impression that things have been moving very well. Do you share the same opinion with them?
To be honest, I don't know where to start. From the seminar yesterday,
Yes.
much more people came than we expected. So we're so happy on one point. On the other point, we could have prepared for that capacity. But we are so happy. Even you can see from the grill, so many people are there. We work day and night for this event, and we look forward that this event should be successful. The Osuk tomorrow is going to be wonderful. The gala mass, the gala evening is going to be fantastic, and the mass on Sunday too. We are very happy for all our guests who are here.
Thank you very much. So I wish you all the best in the next coming hours and days. So, small session. Bye-bye. So, you're welcome.
Just coming, I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
I need to eat.
So you still have to go to that smoking area. Look, follow the smoke.
Yeah, sure.
Follow the smoke. Sir, come to here we are. Good afternoon, sir. You seem to be enjoying yourself. Is it true, or are you just pretending?
Why should I pretend?
So it is true.
Of course, I'm enjoying myself.
Wonderful, you are a lucky guy. So can you please tell us why?
I'm very lucky to have friends who are Seychelles.
Very good.
Even though some of us went to our own prestigious schools like Cass Family.
Yes.
So when we see things like this, we come and support the Seychelles.
It's a very, very good thing. You are really good thing. So, what impression has SHESA left on you so far?
Well, I think, in fact, I must say it's a very good initiative they're taking to gather people like this, and I would really encourage them to keep on going on with such things so that once in a while we can come together, think of how we can develop where we came from, think of our background, and not only think of what we're living in. So it's a very good initiative here.
Just for sake of curiosity, are you guys organized? You from Cass Family? Have you got your own organization?
For now we don't, but we'll soon. And when we come up,
yes,
we'll come big time.
Very good. So you just come and join us.
We come and support you.
Very well. Hands in hands. Hands in hands. Thank you very much. I didn't ask your name, please. You didn't tell me who you are now.
I am Angono Ashime
Aha.
from Oshe.
Oh, countryman.
Aha.
Yes.
So, SG Panorama
again.
This is the first edition of the SHESA Germany magazine. Lots of interesting articles. Please don't leave here without securing a copy for yourself. You are going to regret it, I assure you. There are very interesting articles in here. Up for sales now. Please support SHESA Germany. Buy their magazine. Thank you.
You're welcome to Manunga Studio.
Hello.
Can you please tell us who you are and give us your first impressions about these activities here?
My name is Susan Awe, and I live and work in Düsseldorf. And talking about the session, guys, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with, especially with the initiative of organizing a symposium on being your own boss, thus empowering our people, and of course the other activities with the grill and the music, the food, bringing people together. It's also culture as well. Tomorrow you have football. It's still all around, like bringing people, let them have fun, exchange, get the feel of home, and of course I'm looking forward to the gala as well.
Can you please tell us where you come from? Or from Africa?
I'm from Cameroon.
Yeah. And where precisely?
I'm from the southwest.
The southwest?
Yes.
Okay, so you are from Limbe?
No, I went to school. That's a good one. Okay. Actually, I'm born and raised in Mutengene.
Mutengene, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, at the crossroads. Anyone going to come from Amanda, go to Limbe or to Boya must go through Mutengene. Or else you pass through Lom and
one of the
Tombel.
two junctions in Cameroon from which you can access every other part of Cameroon.
Yes.
A very dynamic town.
Really. Mutengene, who doesn't know Mutengene?
I know, very dynamic. It has, unfortunately, Mutengene is always associated with negative stigmas, crime, and things like that. But you have another side.
Which part of Cameroon isn't?
But you have another side of Mutengene.
Yes.
And many good things come from Mutengene.
Like yourself? Yes, no, it's really true. Now, SHESA is how can I put it? It's a well-known excellence association. It is located everywhere in the world where excellence of secondary college are found. Now, you must have encounters with other excellent associations too, I believe. Can you just give us some sort of a resume of if there were any differences in the way they approach, how they tackle their approaches towards society's problems or ideas that concern Cameroon, concern Germany, or in general? What are your impressions about SHESA compared to other associations which you might have encountered with?
On that note, I would like to say that I'm a relatively active person within the Cameroonian society. I have worked with Challenge Cameroon actively for 2.5 years. I'm an active member of CAMFOMedics, that's the Cameroonian Association of Medical Doctors and Paramedics. Being a doctor myself.
So you're a medical doctor yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I work hand in hand with Session this year, and for the past 2 to 3 years I've been working hand in hand with Soben, NFA, being in charge of they also have a People's Empowerment Forum which I moderate.
Okay.
And I moderated this year the session symposium on being your own boss.
Yes.
If you ask me, what what was different working with Session to me was precision. They were very precise from the beginning, what they wanted, who they wanted me to work with, and I did not feel left alone with all the work. The guy I worked with kept contacting me. We worked hand in hand. There were regular feedbacks, and I could tell they placed a lot of value on details, on the concrete plan. They didn't want to be taken by surprise taken by surprise by unseen circumstances that could be avoided. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
What also impressed me most was their flexibility, because sometimes when people tend to plan too much, they lose flexibility. So, like in every situation, a few things would not be in place as planned, and these guys were very flexible, very professional. I never had the feeling anything was going wrong. I was sometimes almost panicking, being a woman, but they kept the calm. They kept telling me everything is alright, everything is going well, and they were so flexible to swap the program in such moments that you being the guest, you will not even realize anything had changed or anything went wrong. And they're very punctual. They're very punctual, which is not for granted.
No.
Working with Africans.
It's true. Yeah. It's true. Okay, now to the entertainment part. I've noticed that there were a lot of families today with very young children. It made me feel very happy to see that there's a future in our community. What do you think about it?
Yeah, the African community in Germany, it's rapidly growing. It's a growing minority, as someone put it yesterday.
Yes.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing, I think most people want to experience the fulfillment of having a family, irrespective of where they are.
Yes.
And if Africans who came here, particularly those from Cameroon who actually mostly came here to study, have studied, have jobs, have the security to raise their own families, it's a beautiful thing. In itself, in its nature, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And then such forums where the families can meet and the kids can interact with each other, it's also beautiful as well. To me, it plays a role in forming the identity of the kids. It gives them a chance to experience and outlive their African heritage. They have a plus. They have a plus. They are practically Germans born here, and their plus is they're Germans with a rich African heritage. So it's good. It's a good thing.
Very nice. Yesterday, during that symposium on being your own boss, there was an impression which I gathered that our future lies in Africa, economically, and that Africa is developing very rapidly. There's a lot of wealth in Africa. Wealth that used to be in Europe is dwindling. Now, we were advised that we should try to catch up in being ambassadors. Since we live here and we come from there, we have the opportunity to build bridges between Africa, Cameroon, and Germany. Do you have any concrete ideas how that could take place? You are a medical doctor, for example. In your young age, as a very young medical doctor, you still have many, many years to go. Can you imagine yourself working in Germany and at the same time being of any physical, practical aid to Cameroon?
Yes. Yes. It's very possible. And not just possible, it's also very manageable and practicable. I, for one, I would take the example of Confomedics because I work with them, I'm part of them, so I know how they operate. I'll go with a practical example. Confomedics, for example, creates a platform where they organize a workshop yeah, a health and technology workshop every year in Cameroon. So it gives a chance for professionals who work here, who have the core of their lives here, to give back, you know, where they could exchange with other professionals back home, other medical doctors back home, medical schools back home, and through this exchange, you know, you have innovation, you have development, and it's possible to do that. And secondly, Campomedic has a project they're working on to create an academy as well, so that it's not just about these workshops and presentations and bedside teaching and things like that, but also a one-to-one transfer of knowledge, transfer of skills, which could go both ways.
Yes.
Right now, the gradient is such that in the West, of course, has more technology, more advanced medicine when it comes to technology.
Yes.
But on the other hand, medical doctors in developing countries, when it comes to on-the-ground skills, working without technology, really physical, what I would like to call
the natural senses.
Exactly. You know, they are better off because that's what they do every day.
Yes.
You know? And experience automatically creates the master.
Yes.
And so it's an exchange. We learn from them, they learn from us. And it's very, to make it short, it's possible to live here and help back home because you have platforms that enable such operations.
So, Doctor, I want to thank you very much for talking to Manuga Studio, and I wish you a very nice time with the sessions with us, and I hope to see you in the next few hours, next few days.
I'm having so much fun. Next year you all come here.
Okay, certainly. Thank you very much, Doctor. So, man, how?
Why, Movo is my name.
Yes. The Movo, you've been here all this while with these Shesan guys here. So, can you just give me an impression if they're wasting their time here or do something productive?
Well, I have to say, actually, that's something we have been expecting.
Okay.
As a Secretary General of Kodeka Kumba Association in Germany, the founding member, of course, we have been looking forward for brothers and sisters who are having the same idea. The ideology actually is something that we have been waiting for because we started it and we were very small. A minority growing population in Germany. Since we have the SHESA, the Sobans, the Kodekans, and other associations like the Manu, the BLM and so on, we hope of creating a pool where we can focus our attentions and the ideology to build up the great Cameroon.
So, tomorrow we have this Osuks. We have this football competition.
Sure.
Yes. Are you coming to take to challenge SHESA, or are you coming to support SHESA?
Actually, I'm a player myself.
Yes, that's what I'm asking you.
And I think that I'm playing against
SHESA.
Yes.
So you come you want us to, so you come
I'm
to
a
help
veteran.
us.
We started veteran in all Rhymers.
Yeah, good. Okay, veterans. We like to beat veterans. We like to beat veterans.
Of course, we'll do our best.
You defend your target.
I don't expect myself being so young.
No, don't worry. I'm
I believe that I'm going to score a goal.
Okay, what are you with? What is the 1 goal against the 10? No problem.
Actually, that's what we are expecting because they're still very young.
Yeah, no.
But then, older people like us, we need to push the younger ones who are so brilliant.
They are still agile. Yes, but they are very
flexible guys.
But we will stop them. That's it.
We are going to do something.
Okay.
Believe me honestly, my brother.
Thank you. It's nice talking to you. And let me just move over to your neighbor.
Thank you.
I saw this my brother a few minutes ago. After 5 minutes, how have you been feeling? I talked to you 5 minutes ago.
No, I'm feeling fine now.
You're feeling fine now?
After taking some bashi, you know.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay, I said this other man is busy
eating meat.
Eating meat. It is meat. Yes. May I know? I can get your name first, please.
My name is Alois Ndimbo.
So, Alois Ndimbo, nice to meet you. This is Manunga Studio, as usual, interfering in the people's private lives.
I see.
How is it? Does it taste well?
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So the guys who presented it to you, they did it well.
They have done a good
So
job.
I'm going to tell them now that they did it very well.
Yeah.
Okay, so next year you can come again.
Exactly.
Very well. So were you there from the beginning?
No, I just came in.
You just came in this afternoon. So you did not witness the podium discussion yesterday?
Unfortunately.
Okay, it doesn't matter, but you'll see on Maninga studio later.
Okay.
Now, I hope that you're enjoying yourself now.
I'm enjoying myself.
No, you're welcome.
I'm from PS's Mancon.
So tomorrow?
Tomorrow we are going to beat the sessions and go home with a cup.
I'll check this. I will how to say it? I will video this video.
Yes.
I'll video this video. I'll carry it up front. You should know it. Nobody should hear it. Yeah? I'm going to beat SHESA. SHESA invites you to come and beat them. That's how we do it. Courtesy. You have to be beaten. SHESA, you have to allow yourself to be beaten by courtesy. Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much. So this is the 3-man from Elangen. The man who has his secretary, his presidency, and his himself. So, Bella, come and tell me that story again. You told me a story that the two parts were fighting, acquiring that the child was more stupid.
It's a long story.
It's not long, eh?
Yeah, it's a long story.
All right.
It's a long story.
So we forget it?
Yeah, we forget about the story.
How you do say on fire, the query say they are beginning door? How can you say that?
Again, only one question. If you say John and Peter, the brothers,
yes,
and John fever Peter,
yes,
and you tell me tomorrow say John get fever, it means everything.
The actor camera.
Okay, fix.
You ask the woman that question.
I want to ask now the people the question.
Yeah, I want to answer. I can't tell you. Okay, I'll go for answer.